welcome to the Baswell GH. This is the sports edition, and today we're going to talk about transfers, the latest news, which is running or making waves in the last few weeks in transfer news. And also, we're going to talk about the European Supercup, where Villarreal and Chelsea are going to go neck to neck. Don't forget, Villarreal beat Manchester United in the Europa League, and also Chelsea beat Manchester City in the All-English final at the Estadio Drugada in the Champions League. And we're also going to talk about the upcoming season in the Premier League, in the Spanish La Liga, and also in the German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, and more. We're doing a quick break. When we come back, my guys are already seated, and we will set the ball rolling. Please do stay with us. All right, so welcome back to the Baswell GH, the sports edition. There, as you can see, I have my guys here, and Nicholas Forsen is here with, dressed sharply dressed. I have Duncan Tumwa and the Chelsea shirt. I also have here with me Sefas Mgoji, and also Josiah is also here with me. I have an Arsenal fan, a Chelsea fan, a Liverpool stroke, a Barcelona fan, and also a Manchester United fan. I'm a neutral, and so I'm a neutral. I'm a neutral now. Okay, so let's set the ball rolling and let's talk about transfers, shall we? And we didn't expect a player like Sergio Ramos leave Real Madrid after a long time, since 2004, where he signed for Real Madrid. He's struck success with them. He's won the Champions League, he's captained the team, and the time had come for him to say goodbye to the team. It was such a dramatic manner, but then Perez said he couldn't meet his demand, and Sergio Ramos had to leave, and to no other team than Paris Saint-Germain, a team who, much was expected from them in the Champions League last season. They got to the semi-final, but they got beaten at some point. But then it looks like they are beefing up the squad. Not forgetting the likes of Jorginho Wijnaldum also went there this season. What do you make of this transfer with regards to Paris Saint-Germain?
You know, it's interesting when I look at it from a Real Madrid point of view, because you have Sergio Ramos leaving, you have Varane leaving. Who does that leave in defense, in centre back especially? It's natural someone you can trust as a starter.
You have Eden Militao, who last season also did brilliantly well.
He was decent, but Real Madrid, this is Real Madrid. I don't think even Militao is good enough to start for Arsenal that much. So for Real Madrid, I still feel that it leaves a huge hole in the back. It serves to show why Real Madrid and Barcelona were pushing for the Supercup, because they don't have money. It's simple. It's plain and simple. It's finances. And, Perez said one thing. Sergio Ramos said another thing, that he wanted to stay. Yeah. But apparently there was an expiry date on the contract offer. So when he was ready to sign, it looked like Perez said, oh, it's expired. So, Madrid has signed Alaba, who can play as a centre back. But I'm not sure that's the position they got him to play. It's going to be interesting. I feel Madrid are going to have issues. For PSG, it's a win-win situation. When you're talking about the Champions League in the last decade, the go-to guys are Cristiano Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos. And you have, if you have Neymar and Mbappe, the next best thing to get in the Champions League is Sergio Ramos. You have someone like Marquinhos already, who's in the centre-back position. You have Kimpembe, who can challenge. But with Sergio Ramos, he's a massive leader, not just for Madrid. You saw what he did for Spain from his youth days, winning the World Cup, winning 2 European Championships, and multiple Champions Leagues. So, I think that's the experience they needed at the back. But the question is, at his age and his injury problems, can he play a regular string of games? Because they had a similar player like Thiago Silva. They still didn't win the Champions League. But with Sergio Ramos, let's see, anything can happen.
Duncan, I'll come to you pretty shortly. But then, say first, look at the business that FC Barcelona has done this season, bringing in the likes of Sergio Kun Aguero, who did magnificently well in the Premier League with Manchester City, and then Memphis Depay also did exceptionally well with Olympique Lyonnais. Eric Garcia is also coming through the ranks. Emerson Morales is also coming from Real Betis. He was a Barcelona player, but then he was actually loaned to Real Betis to play for some number of seasons. Then Barca can trigger that buyback clause, that is 9 million euros. Emerson Royal is coming to the team. Some of Barcelona's transfer and what impacts they can make.
Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is how the team is struggling financially. Of course, the COVID did hit the team real hard, and it has come as no surprise that they are trying everything possible to let go of Antoine Griezmann in order to free the financial books a little bit, in order to accommodate Messi
Yeah.
for the season
And
that's
Coutinho too.
and Coutinho for the
Yes.
season that's about starting. Yes, you mentioned a key figure like Kun Aguero. We also saw his exploits with Manchester City in the past decade or so. Brilliant player by all standards. He comes in with a lot of goods, comes with a lot of goals, predatory instincts. One of the top strikers you can mention in the past 20 years.
Would you compare him to what Suarez has done with Barcelona some years? Would you say there's a new Suarez coming into the team because he also has a great relationship with Lionel Andres Messi? So would you say it's going to be another pair of, likely, let me say, a bromance between the two of them in the team?
Of course, one of the main reasons Barca had to go in for his signature is, yes, he came in as a free agent, and of course the club is in some form of financial crisis. But yet again, like you mentioned, he's a good friend of Lionel Messi, and of course Messi will be in the mix there to push for this move. And so it was someone that Messi himself wanted to come to Barcelona.
Okay.
Yes, if Barca does manage the injury problems with Aguero, probably we are looking at the next season or two. And if he stays fully fit, Barca can get something out of him.
Wow.
For me, I'm looking at a player to like Memphis Depay and what he will bring to the table. We all know what he did for Olympique Lyon in France. We saw his exploits in the just ended Euros as well. Quality player by all standards. And you mentioned a player like Eric Garcia, who is coming from Manchester City.
28 years old.
Actually, I think that's the most important signing for you guys.
Brilliant, because we all know Barca and the fact that the defense has always been.
Lenglet was overrated.
Yeah.
I always say
he's been in shambles in the last season, and for me personally, I don't even want him to be in and around the team again.
There was a period when Titi came back fit, and I thought before he also had his injury problems after the World Cup 2018. I thought, okay, fine, he wasn't fit, so Lenglet would be playing. He came back fit and was still playing. They were still playing Lenglet, and I think that's where I started to question myself. Where is Barcelona really going? Barca will have a problem because you have two key players who've played in two tournaments back to back, gone into the latter stages. Eric Garcia and Pedri, who's been phenomenal for Spain, both for the starting and the big.
He's now played 71 games.
And remember for Spain
and
the
a single
Euros, he played 3 extra time matches.
He's only played another extra time.
Already.
In the Olympics.
He's a starter almost every occasion. Same with Eric Garcia too. So you guys have to find a way to manage them so they don't get injured.
Well, obviously, I'm sure they will because the likes of Araujo is back, and he's a player who didn't even really have a stint with Uruguay in the Copa America. And Tokov, Oscar Mengueza, injuries here and there in the Olympics. But then it looks like if Eric Garcia is coming, they have Araujo there, Gerard Piqué is in there, and Ronald Koeman is also looking to tweak his formation a bit, play as 3-back, because we saw him play 3-back, and they just ended the friendly game when they played against Stuttgart.
The young can drop to the back.
I think that's where we are forgetting something. Last season, they struggled when the season started. That's when he switched to 3-back, and that also had a toll on the attacking department of the team. Because obviously, when you switch to 3-back, it means your goals, the number of goals you score is limited. You seal the back, you don't concede more, and you don't score more either. So that's one thing we should be looking at. And he has so many options to choose from.
All right, Duncan, let's talk about Chelsea. There's a team that people or so many football fanatics didn't really give them a chance to do anything last season. They brought in Hakim Ziyech, they brought in Kai Havertz, big money move. They brought in Timo Werner as well, and it got to a point Timo Werner was struggling. Kai Havertz was also struggling. He was on and off every now and then. And there came in the man who orchestrated everything. That is Thomas Tuchel, the German tactician. He came in and everything went as planned for Chelsea, and everything he touched turned into gold. You won the Champions League, and now what we understand is that you're looking into sign either Erling Haaland, which I know it will be very difficult, and also Jules Koundé. What can these people or these players bring to the table?
For this season, I think people are expecting so much from Chelsea because we took the Champions League. But our manager said something like, we don't need to sign superstars. He already have those players around that can win us the trophy. So you just need to pick 1 or 2 players just to fill in some potholes within the team. So this season, I think Chelsea are not so much into the transfer. So I think that's the reason why we want to sign Koundé is basically because of Rudiger. Because you see, for Chelsea right now, you don't have anyone that plays in case maybe Rudiger is injured or he's tired or something. You don't have anyone to replace
fill
him.
in that position.
That's why the thing is, Jules Koundé can also play with the left.
Yeah.
And I think that thing will also benefit Chelsea a lot because I don't think Malang Sarr can stand the Premiership, the atmosphere that we used to play.
We're talking about a young superstar.
Yeah, emerging superstar.
He is a superstar.
Emerging superstar.
He has cemented his
Because
place.
you can't get Haaland for less than 150 million.
And not even about the price tag though, but his achievement now.
Okay.
His
Scoring about 40 goals at his age.
His goal per game in the Champions League is impeccable.
Yeah, it's incredible.
He won the Golden Boot in the Champions League last season.
Yeah.
At his age, at that
They
young
didn't get to
age,
the semi-final.
they didn't even get there. So you should
Yeah.
Haaland. So he's a superstar.
So that one,
He's a
Champions
superstar.
League. He won the
Champions
Golden
League top scorer.
You see,
He was
the-
Champions League top scorer.
you
last
saw
season.
what Werner
No, but
did,
it's Holland a cemented superstar.
He is
No,
a superstar.
He is.
He is a
Currently,
superstar.
in the
He's a
current
world-class
market,
player.
He's
a
a world-class
superstar.
striker. When you're
What
talking
can you
about,
take away from
okay,
him?
let's say we're talking
What can you
about
take away
target
from
men
him?
right now.
Okay.
Target men, number 9. If you're going to mention the top 5, mention
Top
this.
3, top
You
5.
say Lukaku, you say Harry Kane.
Yeah. Lewandowski will be there.
Yes.
So you're not giving Luis Suarez and
Suarez is there, so we mentioned top 5.
Used to be there, but I don't think he was.
No,
he
he's-
is what he used to be. I don't think in this current
Due to
market,
the injuries
I won't say
and the system
Suarez-
in which Atletico Madrid deploys him because they don't score more.
Well, it looks
I
like
think that's
Sefa's
taken
bet
a
to
lot
differ.
away.
Sefa come into this.
I think we can all agree that you won't put Suarez next to Haaland right now when you're talking about.
No.
Oh no, absolutely, you won't do that
That's what
now
I'm saying, yeah,
because of age range.
Exactly.
You won't do
Exactly.
that.
Not even
But-
age, but they are retained.
They are retained.
They
No,
are even on the
no,
pitch.
it's that's fine. But then if you look at what Erling Haaland is doing now, and if we try to compare what Luis Suarez have done previously,
He did far better.
He's 20. What's his age? 21.
Yeah,
But we need to consider the
20.
league too. You know that the Bundesliga, it leagues a lot of goals.
Suarez came from Ajax. We shouldn't
Think
forget.
about that.
He
Yeah,
tore
Suarez,
the league
no,
apart.
Suarez,
Yes,
Suarez
but he tore
at
the
some
league
point
apart.
Suarez scored 50 goals in a season, league
For
season.
Barcelona, yeah.
No, for Ajax.
Yeah,
And
that's Ajax.
and-
Where
when it comes
a
to
league
that-
No.
where the coefficient
So
for scoring a goal is
as at that time,
1.5.
no, Josiah. So
Yeah.
Josiah, as at that time,
Yeah.
would you have said Suarez is a world class
No, it
player?
depends. No.
Or-
Suarez
or a
didn't
superstar.
win.
in the Champions
Yes,
League.
Suarez didn't
But
win
Haaland has
the
proven
top
in
scorer of the
League,
Champions
he
League.
has scored in
Exactly.
Champions
So
League.
the
And you see, it's the skill set he brings.
Okay.
He's like 6'4",
He is.
and he has pace. He was clubbed as the fastest player in the Bundesliga last season.
Yeah.
This is someone who has a height of almost Ibrahimovic and has the pace of Cristiano Ronaldo. This is scary.
He has a lot
He's
of
strong, he
pace,
can
yeah.
bully, and his finishing is impeccable.
No, he's finishing it, no doubt about that.
So,
But not just.
but let me bring
safe
Sefa in.
If Chelsea are able to get him, I'll be really scared of Chelsea next season.
Let me bring.
Praying fervently against that transfer.
But let me bring Sefa in. Sefa, what do you make of that? Is Haaland a superstar?
You see, for me, I don't want us to get overly excited. I don't want us to get, undoubtedly, he's one of the top goal scorers as we speak, together with Kylian Mbappe. Then again, I feel he's still yet to do something. Look, yes, with Dortmund, he bangs in the goals left, right, center.
There is no pressure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
need to play. You need to play for a top club and get the honors for the top club. For me, before I consider you in that bracket, I'm not saying Dortmund is not a top club. No, but even in the Champions League, how far has Dortmund reached with Erling Haaland?
It's the same Dortmund Lewandowski came from. We should
Exactly.
No, I'm trying to establish a point.
But Lewandowski actually took Borussia Dortmund to the final.
Haaland in his first season has won the DFB Pokal with them. We all don't know what's going to happen. Lewandowski didn't do that. No, it took some time.
No, it took some time.
No,
2012 before he won the
no, not
Bundesliga,
in-
but he
in
won
his
the
first
back-to-back with them.
Yeah,
with
not in his
Borussia
first,
Dortmund.
not in his
Not in
first
his first
season.
season.
Yes, but he also had certain players, good players.
Aubameyang was
He
at
had he had
Marquez was at the prime. Yeah, we have Gotza there.
Kagawa was there, but
Jacob Blaszczykowski was also there. They were shine and then
Exactly.
was also
Look
there.
at this Dortmund team compared to that Dortmund.
But they were young
6
players
years.
at that time.
6 years.
No,
No,
but
but
all
they
these
were
players,
good players.
No,
they
but
were.
they were all doing very well
They were.
compared to now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put Marco Reus aside, Haaland aside, you won't
You
call.
find that those players,
No,
Mahmoud
but-
Dawood
no, but
was
they
there.
had a certain
Ramos
Jadon
is-
Sancho,
Ramos is-
but they had Jadon Sancho actually providing those.
Okay, Sancho.
I mean, feeding him with those
That's one
those
of-
assists.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
because
No, but
Jadon Sancho.
you just can't compare those two teams.
No, I think the Dortmund
When
back
quality wise,
I mean,
that Dortmund was far better.
Real Madrid 4-1
Exactly.
at home. or
Yeah, they
4-0.
did. Yeah, they did
it
that.
was
They
4-1,
did that.
yeah.
They
You
did
can't
that.
see this Dortmund
No.
team do. Even with
Exactly.
Haaland, they can't do that.
Exactly. So quality wise,
This current
we are far.
Premier League
current Dortmund team is far behind.
For me,
We just can't compare.
I still think we need to give him some time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I agree with you, but I still feel when you're considering number 9s in the world, at least
So the reason, I'm sure the reason why it's safe as the reason why it's safe as saying this is that if you look at the top players, the top centre forwards, Aguero, he has thrived in Atletico Madrid, he's thrived with Man City. If you look at Suarez, he thrived with Barcelona, he thrived with Liverpool.
I don't want to bring those guys at their age. That's all.
I'm just saying that during their prime, they've thrived in top class.
But Messi has played in only one league.
Where there's pressure, where there's pressure, you get me. Lewandowski was also thriving in Bayern Munich. Where there's pressure, if you don't score, there's much more pressure. But Holland, Salzburg, and Borussia Dortmund. No pressure.
The pressure is yet to come.
No pressure. Nobody will question.
Nobody will play for a big team with you going for about 5 games without scoring.
Yeah, nobody will question.
Wait. Timo Werner is playing for Chelsea.
He went about games.
Look at his goal scoring record. No one is talking about it. Because they are winning.
Nobody talking about Timo Werner.
Who is talking? There's no pressure on him after they won the Champions League.
After they won the Champions League, there's nothing.
Why do you think they are in?
But after they've won the Champions League, there's nothing.
Right? Number 9.
There's nothing.
Why do you think they are in for a number 9? Because he's not fit enough to play to lead that line.
And
exactly.
He had a continuous bash when he didn't score goals. I mean, there were so many things coming up that
the pressure has been taken off him. Let's not forget that. The pressure, that's why they tried going in for Lukaku. Because the pressure
has been taken off him. No, the pressure has been taken off him after the Champions League.
Exactly.
But during that time, he had a lot of pressure.
I think if you didn't take the Champions League, it would have been a
left Chelsea.
Seriously.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Timo Werner isn't even an out-and-out striker. You can't call him an out-and-out.
He used to be that.
To some extent, he also alive. When he was at Leipzig,
he wasn't an out-and-out. No, he was an inside forward. They deploy him at the left wing position. They play 2-4-4. Yes, exactly. You understand? So he is not an out. You can't.
Yeah, Paulson.
Yusuf Paulson. They have Yusuf Alexander Solot. They have all those players over there who can play number 9, and he complements them in that team where he strikes from the left-hand side. He's not an out-and-out striker. One good thing about him, one thing I like about him is his movement. The way he finds his positioning is perfect. Yes, but his finishing has been poor.
But his finishing has been poor in the Premier League. But back then in the Bundesliga,
if we can bash what's his name, Haaland, that he's playing the team with less pressure. What can we say about Leipzig?
See, the thing about
there was less pressure over there.
As for Leipzig,
exactly.
No, that's what we are saying. That's what we are saying. That's what we are saying.
One thing I want to chip in is the manner of when some of Werner's misses. It was astonishing. You see, every striker now and then can miss a chance.
Yeah. But the thing is, people did not follow him when he was at the Bundesliga.
Bayern almost went in for him. All the top class in Europe.
He used to miss chances.
When the German Bundesliga, the moment you miss a chance, it will come back again. But for the Premiership, the moment you miss one, it won't come again.
It won't come easy. That's true. It won't come easy. In the Premier League, it won't come easy.
The kind of clear-cut chances
he misses.
That's what makes me.
What's safer to saying is that let Holland come into a bigger team, feel that pressure and deliver.
I'm going to stake all my football knowledge and say he will be super.
Imagine,
undoubtedly, he's brilliant.
Have we imagined Erling Haaland in this Bayern Munich setup? Have you imagined him?
He'll be brilliant.
Do you know I think he falls?
He will do well.
You see, in the Premier League, they have something they call the old-fashioned English centre forward. Like someone like Harry Kane. So this is some guy who's taller than Harry Kane, has a strength, and he has a pace,
and he's got power.
We said same about Timo Werner, right?
No. He doesn't have it. He's only pacey.
The skill set. What the guy offers, you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, Timo Werner had pace. Like we can compare Timo Werner to someone like Aubameyang.
That's the strength. Yeah.
Pace, run, plays the ball. This is a guy.
But it's like the way we are
in the next FIFA.
But
They're actually making a running style for Haaland.
No one has said
it's like we are talking about.
Yeah.
It's like we are talking about Haaland as if we haven't watched Haaland.
It's just like he can be a fox in the box.
He's a poacher. He's a poacher. He's someone who can take on defenders.
Yeah.
Listen, he has all these
someone like Ibrahimovic to please. That's how me I call Haaland.
All right. So enough of Haaland. But let's talk about Manchester United. They have done such an amazing business, and Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. I mean, what do they bring to the table?
They bring a lot to this United team. You know, the moment we signed Sancho and we added Varane, I said one thing: it's pressure on Ole, because now it's no more rebuilding; it's instant success. We've moved past that rebuilding stage where you have to bring in youngsters and all that. Now there's pressure on you, and if he fails to deliver this time around, I think he's going to get a sack. No two ways about it.
Varane, 34 million, 74 million, Jadon Sancho. If you look at their pedigree they're bringing to bear, talk of Varane, 10 seasons with Real Madrid with 18 trophies, 4 Champions League. What does it bring to the table to this Manchester United team?
I remember when Jose Mourinho was at Manchester United, he clamored for a winger, a centre back, particularly Varane from Real Madrid. He didn't get them. Ole is fortunate enough to have these key players at Manchester United. Of course, they wanted a winger, they wanted a defender, they also want a central midfielder, and then probably a right back, in that order. So now he has those two. Look, for me, the problem I have with Solskjaer is that mental fortitude. When look at this United team, in terms of player quality, very few teams can match United in the league. Make no mistake about that. Look at the manner in which they lost to Villarreal in the Europa League final. No, this is not Manchester United. When you get Manchester United to that hurdle, they must scale over it. They have that pedigree, they have that mental fortitude to be able to scale over it. And we've seen Solskjaer in the past few years get to semi-finals on 2 or 3 occasions, I think. And he's failed to move that hurdle. Fine. Like you did mention, Varane has come into the picture. Huge experience. Winning the La Liga with Real Madrid 3 times, winning the Champions League 4 times, won the World Cup. In terms of pedigree, no doubt. But the question we should ask ourselves, does this complete the United team? Let's not forget, up front, there is Edison Cavani. How old is Cavani? How much more can he give in the coming season?
He just signed 1 year
full season, I bet to differ. Who will replace him? Mason Greenwood? Obviously.
Maybe Rashford at some time.
Rashford is going for a century now.
He's going to come back. He's going to come back in October.
I don't think he's good enough. I don't think
he's going to come back in October.
You know, I feel that the Sancho signing gives them a bit of
flexibility.
So now, how would Solskjaer deploy them up front? That's the key question we should ask ourselves. That's why we shouldn't get overly excited. Let the season start. Let's see how Solskjaer will manage to fix in the chips up front. And for me, if you ask me, I think Mason Greenwood should complement Cavani up front. I don't think Martial is a striker. From what I have seen in the previous seasons, I don't think he has what it takes.
I think he has the motivation to play.
That is how he sees.
That is how he sees himself. But for me, I think no.
You think no? You know he was supposed to be where Mbappe is right now.
Left.
One thing I want to say about the Varane transfer is we always saw Maguire as okay, but he needed someone fast alongside him. And aside the pedigree Varane brings, we know he has
he has a fast pace. I mean,
a lot of pace
in him.
So
if you look at his legs,
I feel the defense is sorted. I feel the midfield, depending on the Pogba situation, whether you go for Ruben versus Pogba, we'll live to see. But up front, I support Cephas in that statement. You see, is Mason Greenwood ready to be the number 9 for Manchester United? Which I feel a lot of the time this season he'll be the number 9.
Yeah, he'll be
There's still some transfer rumors that you're still in for Haaland.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why Chelsea, apparently Haaland is available for 75 million euros next season. I think it's
that's the contract.
There's a clause.
The clause.
And a lot of teams can meet that. So I think that's why Chelsea is pushing to sign, even if it's for 150. Let's get the kid right now.
Okay.
Because next season, I feel like United are planning something that if Cavani
because
Cavani
just signed either Kane or Haaland.
Either Kane or Haaland.
I foresee that. So I think that's why Chelsea is pushing They have
to get him.
everything to get Haaland
The reason
now.
why Chelsea is
All right, they headed there on the transfer news. We'll be doing a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the super clash between Villarreal and Chelsea and the UEFA Supercup, where both teams chalked success last season in European competition. We're doing a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more.